In this lesson, I want to start analyzing a piece for singing assignment 3 titled Pan from Benjamin Britten's Six Metamorphoses after Ovid for solo oboe. Before I begin breaking down each of the 15 measures of this piece, I think it's a good idea to set the scene and provide a little context. So let's start with the title, Six Metamorphoses after Ovid. Well, what is a metamorphosis, and what exactly is an Ovid? Ovid was a Roman poet. His full name is Publius Ovidius Naso, so you can probably understand why we just call him Ovid. His most famous work is titled Metamorphoses. It's 15 books that contain some 250 myths. The word metamorphosis means a transformation. In the case of Ovid's work, one of the most potent catalysts for change are the various forms of love. The first movement is titled Pan, and is clearly trying to evoke Peter Pan. Kidding. It's the Greek god Pan. Now, he's the one that's a faun, meaning he's part man and part goat. There is a subscript for this movement's title. It's called Pan, who played upon the reed pipe, which was Syrinx, his beloved. The reed pipe is often referred to as the Pan pipes. I don't know about you. I've known some instrumentalists who love their personal instruments so much that they give it a name, but calling Pan's reed pipe Syrinx his beloved seems a little over the top. If we want to understand the meaning of this name, we need to understand the story of Pan and Syrinx. According to Ovid, Pan lustily pursues Syrinx. She's a wood nymph, by the way, and Syrinx runs to the river and begs the river god for protection. Laden, the river god immediately transforms her into a bunch of reeds there by the river. To Pan's disappointment, seeing that he's only fondling a mess of reeds, he sighs. It causes the wind to pass through the reeds, and it creates a melodious sound. Enchanted by this mournful sound, Pan fashions a set of pipes from the reeds. Now this way, he gets to keep her with him forever. Aw. Well, this is the meaning behind Pan, who played upon the reed pipe which was Syrinx his beloved. Ovid's metamorphosis refers to the physical transformation of Syrinx, first from a nymph into reeds, and then into a musical instrument. Britten, on the other hand, is going to translate the idea of metamorphosis into thematic or melodic transformation. Respighi also wrote a theme and variations for orchestra called Metamorphosis that also deals with musical transformation, but I don't think it's connected to Ovid in any way. But there are actually a lot of pieces that are written about this particular myth. Debussy wrote a song called The Flute of Pan. Debussy also wrote a solo flute work called Syrinx. Actually, Debussy wrote a lot of these. The famous Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun, even though that's not specifically about Pan, it is about a faun chasing nymphs. My favorite's probably the Ravel ballet, Daphnis and Chloe, which involves Pan and has a pantomime of the story of Pan and Syrinx. If any of you know any more pieces that deal with Pan or fauns, let me know what they are. Go onto Blackboard and you can find a place there to let me know. There's typically a rustic quality to the music associated with Pan, and this piece is written for the oboe, and that's a double reed wind instrument that's often used to evoke pastoral scenes. Actually, this piece was premiered with both performer and audience aboard separate small boats out on the water. The movement has a free, improvisatory character, and it explicitly states senza misura, which is translated without measure, meaning no measured time. The bar lines that are provided simply indicate the boundaries of each phrase. Before we start analyzing the piece, let's take a listen to it in its entirety.